Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Hello Dave with Down to Earth Astronomy. This week is probably going to be a little bit shorter than usual. I have been out of town all weekend, and it is currently midnight on Sunday evening, and I'm just now recording Hello Dave for tomorrow, so if it's slightly late, you'll know why. Because I will most likely not be able to render this tonight. I'll probably edit it, and then I will start it to render, and then I'll upload it once I get home from work tomorrow, which I also have to do. But anyway, this is why if I seem a little tired or this is shorter, you will then know why. But I still have a few things I want to address, both stuff that's happened and also about stuff that's going to happen. You will most likely have noticed that I, on Saturday, launched a video about passenger missions, and there's a new, very effective way to get them. And I've got a lot of, I would say, mixed feedback. Mainly that some commanders have problems stacking the missions. They say they take them hours to do, and by the time before they're actually done stacking, some of the first missions they took would have expired, and the passengers will leave because they're angry that you didn't actually fly them there in time. And of course, since I was out of town most of the weekend, I've not been able to retest this. So what I initially thought was that the increased number of commanders, sheer player volume in the area, would somehow affect the background simulation that would reduce the number of missions. I haven't had that problem before. I mean, we've seen lots of commanders in both Quins and Rear when that was a thing, very brief, though. But we haven't really seen that effect before. So I was first a bit puzzled. But now, actually, before I began recording Hello Dave, I just wanted to go back to the system and test it again, and I did. And I had no problems whatsoever stacking the mission. It took me 20 minutes this time rather than the 15 that it normally took, but I did have a game crash in the middle, and I was writing my notes for Hello Dave while the screen was loading in, while it was loading into the session. So I guess that's why it took a little longer. So for me, it really hasn't changed. And I think the reason why some commanders have problems getting the missions is down to two things. The first one is because people have not paid enough attention to the things I said in the video. First of all, you need to be allied. I was surprised how many people didn't get that. You need to be allied, and you're not going to get allied by running the missions. If you think you just go there with your huge transport ship and then begin collecting missions and then just go right away, it's not working like that. You will not get any missions if you're not allied. So get a small ship, buy a Sidewinder or whatever from the station. Get those data delivery missions, and don't even touch a passenger missions until you are allied with most of the local factions. And remember, those passenger missions give very little reputation. So you're not going to increase your rank by the local faction very much once you are beginning to take the passenger missions. The second thing is, I've noticed today that most of the missions are actually elite rank missions because of the long distance to the station. This was something I didn't realize when I recorded the video, but I noticed this here afterwards. So if you're not trait elite, it might actually be harder for you to get the missions because you have a less of a chance to get those missions. So that can be another effect. But at least for me, with being fully allied and trait elite, it works beautifully. I have seen nothing in terms of a nerf or anything, so I guess it most likely is down to those two factors why people are having problems. And if somebody who is allied with all the factions and who is trait elite and is still having problems getting the missions, I mean, let me know, because then we'll try to figure out what else is different. And what I ideally wanted to do was to have two commanders with the same stats in terms of trade rank and local faction, try to stack missions at the same time. So it might be a time variance thing, depending on how many commanders on the system at the given time, something like that. Just to try and figure out why some commanders are having problems getting the missions to spawn quickly enough. But anyway, that's enough about the passenger missions. If I haven't already, I'll put a link somewhere, more info icon for that. So you can go and watch it if you're interested. It's very good money-making method. So, anyway, moving on. The channel is growing, and it's growing fast. And let me actually just very quickly here look up what the current subscriber count is at, because I'm getting very, very close to 10,000 subscribers. And we're currently, there we go, it is 9,610 at the time of this recording. So that means with the rate is increasing right now, I'm most likely gonna hit the 10K subscribers this week, maybe next week if it slows down, I don't know. And I am beginning to plan the celebrations, and this really took me by surprise. I mean, to me, it just feels like a few weeks ago I was sitting looking at, oh, I'm almost at 7,000, I'm about to break 7,000. I was getting really excited for that, and now I'm sitting here less than 400 subscribers away from 10,000. And again, thanks a lot to all you new guys who are here, and also to all you guys who've been here for a very long time. But about celebrations for the 10K subscribers, I'm going to have 2 live streams. Both of them are going to be 10-hour live streams. I'm going to stream 10 hours straight, and I'm most likely going to try to put them in starting in EU time zone prime, and then moving into the US, of course, as at the end of the stream. But what's going to happen in these 2 streams are, the first one is going to be a 10-hour, 10 games stream, where I'm going to play 10 different games over the 10 hours the stream lasts. And I'm going to get people on whenever it makes sense. If it's a multiplayer game, we're going to pull some people on and we're going to have some fun. And you can actually participate in a straw poll that will be linked in the description below, where I have some games listed, and you can then vote for which game you would like to play. So once I find a date for these live streams, which I have not done yet, but I will, I'll just then take the top 10 and I'll play those games. And I'll rearrange them and might not do them in the order that they've been voted for, because if I want to pull specific people on for a specific game, I have to fit it in with their time schedule and their time zones and stuff like that. So I'll figure that out. But that's going to be one of the first things. The main event for the 10K celebration is going to be another 10-hour live stream, but this time it's going to be pure elite. What I'm going to do in those 10 hours, I don't know. Suggestions are very welcome. I have a few ideas myself, and other people have approached me with ideas. But if you have anything that could be fun, interesting to do for 10 hours, maybe not do it for 10 hours, but at least some of the live stream, let me know down below, or on Discord, or by carrier pitching, I don't know, whatever you feel like. Anyway, but also during the live stream, there's of course going to be giveaways, because that's what happens when you reach a milestone. You do giveaways. And I've already reached out to Frontier, and they have given me 6 codes for Elite Dangerous plus Horizons. I have 2 on PC, 2 on Xbox, and 2 on PlayStation. So that's 6 codes all in all, 2 for each platform. And you'll have a chance to win one of these codes. And I know many of you will already have the game and Horizon, so you think, what am I going to use that for? Well, I've myself been considering purchase a second license to make an exploration out. I mean, I've not really been able to go out on a long exploration trip in a while, because I wanted to keep my character back in the bubble, because I needed him there to do videos, of course. So that's why I've been considering actually going out and purchasing a second license. And if you have a similar setup where you want to have a commander that stays back in the bubble so you can play with your friends and do something when you're not out exploring, and then have a second commander that then go out and explore the galaxy. Or maybe you want to make him into a dedicated trader, or a dedicated miner, or dedicated whatever, that's really up to you. But that's something you could use it for. And of course, if you don't have Horizons already, you will also be able to use it to get that. And alternatively, you could give the key away to one of your friends and tell them that they should come over and play this awesome game that we all know and love. So I can see several possibilities for what people could use those keys for. But there are also going to be other giveaways, I hope. Those have not been confirmed yet, so I'm not going to announce anything regarding that. But there are going to be giveaways, and it's going to be awesome, I think. I'm at least very, very excited if it's going to go through, but there are still a few things that need to to be resolved before this can actually happen. But if it's going to happen, you'll most likely see a video about it within the next week or two. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna cut the video here, call it for this time again. Gonna try to keep it a little bit short because I really need to go to bed, which I pretty much should have done about an hour ago. But I want to get this video edited at least and start the recording so it can render tonight. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I really hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a like down below, and until next time, I'll see you guys in space.